Hello, one and all, and welcome to the 153rd episode of the Voluntary Viewing podcast, recorded on August 22nd, 2021. On the podcast today, we have a man who was a good son over the weekend, visiting his family, Andrew Clark.
I maintain parental relationships. I will stay in the will, unlike Lucas.
After all I've done for your parents, they would do me this disrespect?
That's not what I meant, but also funny.
They came to me on the day of my wedding and asked for a favor.
You didn't even get me something on the registry. You got me fucking potholders. Do I look like I need more potholders? You fuck.
I specifically put on my Instagram story, please only gifts of $250 or more.
Oh god, that is a good, mafia lore question. Do events that, rank higher than a daughter's wedding merit saying yes to even more favors or more grandiose favors?
In theory.
Right?
Yeah. I think that's in the canon of The Godfather, right? Is that he's going to feel particularly generous on the day of his daughter's wedding. That's a real thing. Mm-hmm. So...
you come to me on the day that I lost my virginity, and I say, fuck it, have anything you want.
Yeah.
I'm right. Hi.
Yeah. You come to me on the day I won the lottery, asking for a favor.
I say, take my car keys. I don't need them anymore.
I don't give a fuck. Take my beater.
You come to me on the day I find non-parallel, non-metered parking downtown during rush hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Cool. Now I know when to hit up mob people. Also on the podcast today, we have a man who just saw The Suicide Squad over the weekend for pennies, practically, with AMC's promotion, Ryan Holtz.
I saw it for free.
Yeah.
I am an AMC Stubbs A-list person, and I got it as a gift, so I just literally didn't pay any money for either of the two movies I've seen in the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
So it's nice. I've already paid off this month. It's $20 a month, I think. So I've already paid $30 with two movies. So
whoever got you that gift, their money is going to good use.
Yeah, it's like when your parents get you a scratch-off lottery ticket as a stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
But this one actually does always pay out. As long as I see over $20 worth of movies, their money is going farther than it would if they just gave me cash.
I do remember there was, usually, it's Christmas, you get a couple of stocking stuffers, and usually you win $0. Sometimes you win $1 or $5 if they get you the, the $5 or $10 scratch off card. But there was one Christmas where I won over $200 on 4 separate $1 scratch off tickets.
Collectively, you mean?
Yeah, collectively.
Okay.
On 4 different $1 scratch off tickets, I won $50 each. And it's been all downhill since there.
I was gonna say no one threw a shit fit of I deserve some of that. That's not
no,
fair.
I do remember my mom made me split one of them with my sister.
Yep.
I'm but why? This was my gift. She won fucking nothing. She's a loser. I won the money.
Why would you give the lottery ticket to me and not just both of us collective lottery tickets?
You could have just said, hey, Abby and Andrew, you guys get whatever's on here and then you get to split it. No, this is in my stocking. No. I want to keep the money. And then when I won it the second time, I think she's all right, I'm not willing to do this again.
Oh, boy.
You can keep all of it.
It is a pretty rough gift, especially if the grand prize is high enough. Mm-hmm. If it's $500K and you win that, can you imagine That sounds awful. Who would want that?
Mm.
Who would want to give someone $500,000?
I'd be so fucking upset.
There,
Yeah.
you
You're fucking kicking yourself.
My
Man.
mom did buy her sister a scratch-off ticket like 2 years ago that won $5,000.
I think you pass $1,000. There's an obligation to pay some of
Fuck
that
that.
back.
No.
No?
If I get a lottery ticket as a gift, I'm not paying back. Yeah, like, look, if they're like, dude, like, fucking get me a couple $100 or something, like, sure. No, obviously. But yeah,
I mean,
like, a significant chunk of the money, like, it's a gift. It went to me.
Okay.
Otherwise, what's the point of the gift? Don't give me anything if you're not willing to give it to me.
I just know
You don't give someone a chocolate bar and then say, I mean, like, give me a quarter of the chocolate
Right.
bar. Like,
Yeah, no. There's a contract on the back. They're like, hey, man, here's your birthday card. And on the back, it just says, I hereby surrender 50% of all earnings above a certain dollar amount, but under a certain dollar amount. And yeah.
Look, unless this is a fucking office white elephant or Secret Santa or something like that, like, I don't know about you guys, but for one thing, I'd feel bad if it were a decent chunk of change, and another thing, there's going to be family drama. There's going to be family drama if I don't give at least, I don't know, if it's $1,000, like $200-300 back to whoever bought it for me. Like,
Man,
Jesus
you're going to surrender
Christ.
tax percentages to your
Yeah.
parents? 30%?
That's fucking wild, man. I don't know. If the person who got me the gift is that, like, torn up about it, where they're willing to, like, throw away a friendship, I don't know if the friendship was worth it.
no, I mean, if it's you guys, if it's like friends, no, totally fine. If it's family, I'm fucking in it with these people, like...
I mean, totally fine as in you're not going to give us money back, but you'd give your family money
No,
back?
I wouldn't be
That's what
upset
you're
if you didn't give me money back.
saying?
you know?
I
Right.
see, I guess. So you'd be upset if you bought your brother a lottery ticket and he didn't give you a cut of it?
No, I wouldn't be, but I would see how it would be like, oh, did you hear that, like, Lucas got Tim a lottery ticket that paid out $1,000 and he didn't even give him any of that money? Do you believe, like, I can see that, like, gossip, like, just family
If it's an
shit.
insignificant chunk of it, then sure. Yeah, like, look, if you're like, I spent $10 on the ticket, I'll be like, okay, yeah, here's $10 back. Absolutely. Like,
Yeah, or like, hey, man, I'm going to take you out for dinner and a couple of drinks.
yeah.
Like, that's...
No, exactly.
Yeah.
$20, $30.
don't
Like,
know.
yeah, that
I-
seems reasonable.
I guess it's-
significant chunks is like, well, no, fuck off.
I guess it's different. Like, if it's like absolutely life-saving or life-changing money, like if you get your brother,
They get you a Powerball ticket.
yeah,
and, you win
and
the
your brother
jackpot.
wins $2 million, and he's like, well, I have my retirement set up. I'm gonna go buy a house and I'm gonna live comfortably for the rest of my life. I think you might be like, can I like get a car? I don't know.
We're young. Hold on. $2 million is gonna set for life money?
I mean, in
I
the
said
Fox
Drew.
Valley.
I mean, you'd still have to work, but
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like kick back, baby.
oh
you're
no.
made.
I meant
I'm
that,
no,
like
I don't know.
I meant like you work. You still have to work, but that you
Yeah.
don't really have to worry about anything.
Sure.
Right.
It's not
So I
like
think like 5, you're probably starting to get.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
That
think 2 million is where I would cut it off. Where I'd say, nothing is really changing for me other than like I now own property and I have savings in case something happens. Like if I have to go to the hospital, I don't think I'm going to go bankrupt type thing.
That's money where bad things can happen to the people I care about and myself still, but below that, I can just fix any problem now.
If it's 2 million and like that's your take home,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
50% of that's going to Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Then now you're talking 1 million, and now you're starting to get into like the ooh.
Ryan,
Yeah.
famously libertarian.
No, like what?
Well, okay, that is the libertarian thing, just like, not like an
Do
actual
you really
principle,
think
but in
it's
the style
fair
of
that
people.
Jeff Bezos has to pay? Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's 0% taxes.
Look, if lottery winners were taxed in proportion with how much income they already had, I wouldn't be mad. If a millionaire wins the lottery, they should pay some of it back. If a fucking someone who's in poverty
Yeah.
and like this is literally their once in a lifetime, like they're being lifted out of poverty. Fuck it, we don't need to take any of that. Like, I don't know, taxing lottery makes sense, but it's also kind of weird because the lottery is profitable in the first place.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's run by like a government adjacent agency, so I don't know.
Yeah, I saw the other guys. I know how all that works.
Exactly.
And then last but not least on the podcast today is me, Lucas the Writer. I went to the fabled Barnes & Noble manga section over the weekend and had a Ron Swanson moment with a Barnes & Noble employee where I more politely said that I don't need their help. I know more than them.
Wow.
Is that the Barnes & Noble that looks like an old movie theater?
Yeah!
Yeah. Is it Studio City?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say Ventura Boulevard? I don't know.
Yeah. Off Ventura Boulevard.
I imagine that it is an old movie theater and they didn't change the interior at all. And they do still have screens with projectors, but the screens just bring up PDFs of pages of books. And people will sit down and a page of a book will be on the screen, and then they'll flip to the next page, and like 30 people always yell like, "Hey man, what the fuck? I was only like 3/4 of the way through that page. Can you go back?" And like, "No, I can't go back.
This thing only goes forward, baby." We're gonna have to go to the end of the book if we want to get back.
Read faster.
Yeah. No, I've been inside it. It's like kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like the bones are still there of like a theater. Like, you can kind of see where it used to be that, but no, it's not. It's been complete. It's probably gone through like 3 different owners since it's been a theater. So
They
they
still have the bookstore sign on the back of it, which I imagine was the independent bookstore that bought it out before Barnes & Noble ate it up. Yeah.
But they've got the giant marquee out front.
Right.
And like they just put Barnes & Noble. Like, you know, where they would put, like, Anchorman 2. They put just Barnes & Noble in, like,
holy shit,
weird movie small letters.
Yep.
That's their advertising for what that store is.
Jesus Christ. So there's not, like, a big sign on the front of what is clearly a movie theater that says Barnes & Noble? They just have to rely on word of mouth and or GPS?
It's off Ventura Boulevard from Tom Petty fame. Like, it's a happening place.
Okay.
I'm assuming people can see it's a bookstore and they just fucking go for it.
It would. I got the vibe of it being a kind of yuppie neighborhood, but yeah, people were around.
Yeah.
That's what we did earlier this weekend, but now, on this part of the weekend, we're moving into News of the Week. Oh. Wait, did you just... Oh, you just dropped the location.
Yeah, it's a picture of the sign.
No.
The marquee. But yeah.
Video games. The newly released visual novel Boyfriend Dungeon will have an update that adds more robust content warnings for material that focuses on stalking. However, some former Tumblr folks called for the materials to be optionally toggled out of the game. They've also harassed the devs and voice actors.
Okay, so what happened with Boyfriend Dungeon? Like, I saw people tweet all the fuck over the internet for it, or about it, for like a day. And everyone was kind of in agreement of like, yeah, this game is fucked. Don't harass the people that made it, but like, this is not okay. And then all those people then posted Let's Plays of the game, so I have no fucking idea what's going on.
So, basically the antagonist of the game, and this wasn't in any of the promotional material, this wasn't in like the Kickstarter or anything, the antagonist of the game is just like a really bad, controlling boyfriend and doing shit, like sending you, the protagonist, text messages that read like, "I love you, why aren't you talking to me?" But like dozens of times, and other sad, manipulative shit that can be really emotionally triggering for people who have endured stuff like that. And like, it's all in the service of like the point the game is trying to make. The themes of it.
That's what it is?
Yeah, people
Okay.
people didn't like the content, or at least didn't like not being warned about it.
Okay. I feel like...
Has there ever been a thing where you can optionally, like, toggle distressing content?
Yeah, wait. Like, this is...
Has that ever happened?
It's a vocal minority of people who are calling for that material to be toggled out of it, but the only option I can think of is that in the second Honey Pop game, there is a trans character, and they added in an option to make that character not trans, to remove her penis, basically.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's not the same.
I mean, it is, right?
Infinitely worse, but yeah.
But it's just a different group that think, like, I'm triggered by trans people, so I shouldn't have to go through it. Like, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just a different group. Like, yeah. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they talk about no Russian in Modern Warfare 2. I do remember that they do basically say, hey, do you want to, like, massacre a bunch of innocent people? Because if not, you can, like, skip this part.
Huh.
And it is story driven. Yeah, that is, like, the whole plot of Modern Warfare 2 is triggered by
the no Russian. Yeah.
So, yeah, I was going to say, like, I wonder if there's precedent because it actually impacts the story and everything. But, no, there's an example right there.
Yeah. I think it's maybe a little different to have, in one situation you have, oh man, the antagonist of the game is doing negative things that you won't like.
Yeah.
And I obviously it's okay to be triggered by that. It's okay that you don't like that, but like it's definitely not done in a positive light if like this is the bad guy doing bad things and the things that the bad guy does are bad. And then you as the player killing hundreds of innocent people in an airport with a gun.
You don't have to kill anyone.
Right.
In that scene, you literally don't.
It's implied.
Most people do.
Yeah.
Most people do.
I played that game
along.
and I was like, I didn't know.
They literally, the objective says follow their lead, and you're like, I guess we're doing this.
I played it with a friend who had already played it, and I'm like, wait, do I have to kill these people? And he's like, yeah, you do. You have to. I'm like, oh god, and I did it. And I'm like, oh shit, this is awful. And then at the end, he's like, why'd you kill all those people, Andrew? You didn't have to fucking do that.
You monster.
Yeah, what's wrong with
you? I don't know. I guess I'm kind of indifferent to this news story, but I find it interesting. And sorry to the folks who like supported it on Kickstarter, Boyfriend Dungeon, and now can't play a game without enduring emotional distress that they put money towards. Maybe they could be given their seed money back. I don't know, but yeah, sympathy to them. No one else.
Well, it's one of those things of,
in general.
Yeah, I mean, like
no other human on planet Earth.
I mean, obviously, I think we can all feel sympathy for people who, this kind of situation obviously makes them upset, and it makes them upset for a reason. I think we can feel sympathy for people that have been manipulated, and this is obviously distressing. But I don't think that content needs to be restricted if those people then become aware that this is happening, Especially now that this has turned into such a big news story that you do any amount of research into this game, it's gonna come up. Like nobody, and like you can be bummed that, wow, this game has material that makes me not want to play it, and I was looking forward to playing it, but yeah, that's a piece of media you don't experience then. I don't watch a lot of stuff because I find content objectionable. Well, also, I don't really know if this fits into the same kind of category as something that you'd put a content warning on. Guy doing bad stuff, or just like guy giving bad vibes, guy with red flags. I don't really know if that constitutes like a content warning the same way that like sexual assault would, or that kind of thing. They're throwing up a notice that says stalking, and I think that's
fair enough.
Can I give a woke take? Like,
yes.
Pretty much every single woman has experienced a relationship similar to the one depicted in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna say almost every woman who's been like active in the dating scene has probably been through shit very similar to the behavior in this video game.
No.
So like, I don't know, man.
And
I don't know if that makes it like the argument should be that it should have been treated more sensitively, or the argument should be that like this is the world and we're depicting this person as a bad guy like intentionally, like. But yeah, like as men we don't experience that as much, and yeah, I don't know who made that. Who what was the comedian? I think it was Donald Glover, right? Where he was talking about like, oh, guys always talk about their crazy exes and how like, oh boy, she was crazy, man, and like that's why they broke up. And he's like, I just wonder why women don't really talk about their crazy exes. And it's like, because they're dead, because they got killed, like because men are that fucking bad.
Yep.
That the women with crazy exes get fucking murdered. Like, it's pretty brutal, man.
Yeah.
So
and that's a part of the game. You know how dating is this process where you got to take risks and you're going to have bad experiences, and unfortunately maybe some really bad experiences, and you have to make yourself vulnerable, but that's all just a part of it for a chance at something valuable, maybe. Fortnite adds an imposter mode that's heavily based on Among Us. The Among Us people are kind of pissed.
No, fuck you, Among Us people. PUBG had a stake in this way before you.
Yeah. Although, like, at one point, like, I know the Among Us is huge now and was even bigger, you know, a couple months ago. But, like, when Among Us was made, it was a goddamn indie game. Like, it was just a couple of people.
So was PUBG.
Yeah.
They were both games that, started as, like, indie projects from, like, developers that, you know, had come from kind of, like, decent pasts and then blew up beyond everyone's wildest dreams, and then the indie developers couldn't keep up with the demand, and the games kind of fell apart and fell out of favor. And then Fortnite
came in and
swooped in and tried to steal their entire user base. So,
Yeah.
You know, we talk about, you know, Fortnite, you know, abandoning what was supposed to be Fortnite with, like, the survival building horde mode, you know, shit, and then just becoming a game that took parts from other games and copied them blatantly and became extremely successful. But we shouldn't be surprised, because at the time they made the game, horde mode building survival things were like the game.
Yeah.
They were already just blatantly ripping off other games that already existed and creating like a soulless piece of shit. And just at that time, it wasn't successful. It wasn't until the next time that they ripped off a game that they blew up.
The ripping shit off is in the DNA of this game. They had a character everybody called John Wick, who was absolutely John Wick in the game.
But he wasn't actually John Wick.
And then they put John Wick in it again.
They put actual John
they put
Wick.
licensed John Wick in the game after unlicensed John Wick was in there for months.
Years even, right?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't remember the timeline of.
It was at
Fortnite.
least a year, I think, between OG. Everyone wanted to be John Wick, and when they just partnered with John Wick.
Yeah. Before that, there was what was clearly Star-Lord out of nowhere. I remember I'm like, that guy looks like Star-Lord, and then I'm like, oh no, it is Star-Lord, and they're being sued currently. And then that fell away. That's fucking John Wick. That dude's John Wick. What's his name? Oh, the Boogeyman. His name is the Boogeyman. Yeah. How are they not getting sued?
They are.
Yeah, they were.
They're making billions, though.
Carlton's trying to get a piece of that money, yeah.
every single black creator that they ripped off their emotes from is trying to get a piece of that action.
I don't know. I feel like Fortnite is now very much in the camp of this is just an IP that's going to have negative and positive news cycles. Like, we're going to talk shit about Fortnite for a bit, and then Olivia Rodrigo is going to do a concert in Fortnite, and that'll be, oh my god, Olivia Rodrigo in Fortnite.
Was it Ariana Grande? Someone did a concert, in Fortnite again, and it was apparently pretty lit.
It was Ariana Grande, yeah. I was trying to think of, like...
Damn.
Yeah.
I think the Travis Scott concert was pretty cool. And, like...
watching Inception.
Yeah, I was going to say, watching a movie with your friend in-game, like, that's fun. That's cool.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah. And again, like, it isn't Fortnite's content. Fortnite... Yeah. That time, I'm sure they paid for it, but Fortnite did literally take someone else's movie and put it in their game. And
well, Fortnite's doing something right, and it's like there is someone there coming up with like ideas of what would be cool by like largely stealing IP and everything like that, but packaging it in a way that like is definitely appealing to a huge audience. So
obviously, it's working.
Yeah.
Wild.
Something that worked for me is the latest Pokemon Direct. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl seem like cute remakes that are going to address some of the issues found in the original games, like there only being 5 fire types. God damn it, I'm still mad about that. 12-year-old me channeling that energy. And then we saw more of Pokemon Legends Arceus, which looks like Pokemon meets Monster Hunter / Skyrim. I'm here for it. They made Growlithe a fluffy boy and gave some other Pokemon who were in bigger need of tune-ups, said tune-ups.
I saw a couple of people make weird takes about... I mean, I didn't watch any of the Pokemon stuff, but a couple of people did post that, like, Pokemon Legends Arceus was, like, looked like ass because there weren't enough trees.
I think that's a meme. I think that's people just trying to keep the look at the low poly tree meme from the last game alive.
Okay.
But also, this was never going to look like Skyrim. This was never going to look like Breath of the Wild. Be real, guys.
I'm telling you, that's why everyone hated... Was it Sun and Moon? Was that or Sword and Shield, right?
Yeah.
Sword and Shield. This sucks. Dude, it's not even like Zelda, but Pokemon. It's like, yeah, no shit.
Because it's fucking
It was
Pokemon.
never going to be that.
Yeah.
It was never going to be that. You wanted that because it was in your dream.
Nintendo can make one really good game every, like, 15 to 20 years. That's all you get. That's all you get.
I mean, I disagree. Like, it makes a lot of good games. And also, I don't think these are made by Nintendo, right? Might be wrong. Lucas, is it technically Nintendo?
So, Game Freak is its own company. I believe Nintendo is a co-owner of the Pokemon IP, but they are full. Pokemon is owned by Game Freak, which is now a part of the Pokemon company. So, no, Nintendo does not make Pokemon. They just publish it.
There you go.
No. Also, shout-outs to my boy, Basque Legion, which is just a giant ghost fish that is powered by the souls of dead fish that didn't make the migration upstream. That's that Pokemon's deal. Creepy, weird Pokemon Pokedex entries are back, and I'm here for it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hashtag never left.
No.
We've been here.
We've been here the whole time. Moving into the other category, Hassan Piker bought a house in West Hollywood. This is controversial.
Yeah, he's not a socialist anymore. He's a dirty, dirty capitalist, and we need to cut off his head.
Huh.
Oh. You can't buy a house for less than $2.7 million in West Hollywood. And I think, as per his defense, he was literally like, look, should I have gone to a low-income neighborhood and gentrified it? Or, like, should I have paid asking price for a house in a neighborhood that I live in? Like, those are my options, basically.
No.
I'm not moving to fucking Alabama or some shit. Like, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the people making this argument are inherently acting in bad faith, or maybe some of them are just stupid, but being a socialist does not mean that you're not allowed to live comfortably or sustainably. That's not...
It's the same thing, Bernie Sanders,
right.
When it was published that he has 3 houses. It's like, yes. He's literally almost dead. Bernie Sanders is an old-ass man, yes. He's got some capital behind him. Who's
been making, I don't know, what do senators make? Like $80K a year? $80K a year for the past 30 years?
120.
120? Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's gone up over time. I'm sure it wasn't 120 in 1904 when Bernie Sanders first became a senator.
I feel
he hasn't been
like...
a senator that long, right? Isn't it like... Wasn't he 2000 something?
I'm pretty sure he was around in the 90s.
He was around, but he was like a mayor
of
Burlington, Vermont.
Also, I feel like congressional salaries have risen pretty steadily with inflation. That's just a hunch I have.
Plus, like he's probably got his brand deals. I'm sure he's repped by Nike.
2007 is when he became a senator. He was a congressman for 16 years, starting in 1991.
There you go.
Before that, mayor of Burlington.
Yeah.
And you're both right.
They actually make $174,000.
Ooh.
Senators and House members? Should the House make as much as senators?
No, I feel like
there's a lot more of them. Shouldn't they just divide the same pot? Like, the House and the Senate should be paid as much, so you just split it between the members in theory?
Hey, you have less power and are representing fewer people. You should make less money. I don't think that's a hot take.
I mean, in my head, it should be the House makes the same amount of money as the Senate, because they do the same amount of work in theory. So you split the House's take 435 ways, and you split the Senate's take 100 ways. They'll make a lot less, but I don't know. I guess that's...
But Ryan, how will we expect the best and the brightest to become House members if they only make a quarter of what senators make?
Yeah. With unemployment out of control, they're not going to have any people that want to be House of Representatives.
We're going to have vacancies in the House and no one will want it.
Every race just doesn't even have a contestant.
They're trying to
go to the poll, and it's just like right in.
They're trying to revamp.
Force someone.
They want to revamp immigration policies so they can finally fill the House seats.
I literally picture just a bubble that just says write-in. Like you can't vote for anyone.
Oh yeah, no, and
a district is just trying to force someone to be in the House.
Yeah, no, they're gonna.
It's like you got 6 votes. I'm sorry, you're in the House.
Draw straws, and like a bunch of people are gonna collectively decide we're gonna write in Lucas DeRuyter's name. We did a random number generator. He's citizen number 4,783,000. He's in the House now. It doesn't matter if he wants it or not.
You joke, but that happened to me freshman year of high school.
Oh, what?
I was voted onto homecoming court as a joke. It was fucking cruel, man.
That is spectacular. I'm sorry that happened to you, but that's hilarious.
It wasn't to me. I don't feel like it was cruel to me. Okay. It was another girl that they voted me in with. That was the joke was that I was paired up with her. It was fucking brutal, man. I felt so bad.
No,
and I tried to explain it to the guy who ran homecoming, the teacher. I was just like, look, man, I don't think I should do this. And he was like, look, some people might have been in on the joke, but I think this is also a thing that generally people voted for you. Would you? And I'm like, I don't think you know my friends.
Dude,
they could easily get every single freshman to vote for me.
Dude, this is some Carrie shit. Just call it off, man. Come on.
I don't think I properly got across that it wasn't necessarily a joke on me.
All right.
Yeah.
Look, man, we're going to go up there. One of us is going to be covered in pig's blood. There's a 50% chance the school is going to be burned down tomorrow morning. I think we should just play it safe and not do this shit.
Oh, all right. Next up, OnlyFans will prohibit sexually explicit content come October.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a weird reaction among, not weird, I guess, but just, this is how this would play out among OnlyFans creators, where a lot of people were like, all right, time to jump ship. But also a pretty vocal minority were saying stuff like, it's not going to be that bad, guys. It's fine. But then, no, it is terrible.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of the people that got on OnlyFans, a lot of the biggest creators, people that had followings, were famous on Instagram or were like, C-level celebrities or, models, shit like that, and then made an OnlyFans account. I would say most of those people don't make porn. They post like boudoir photos, like they're in their lingerie and they're in swimsuits and that. Right. Yeah, lewd photos, but not like legitimately porn. Not what OnlyFans is now going to ban, sexually explicit penetrative sex and shit. Yeah. And so those people are fine. Some of the biggest creators that need the money the least are going to keep doing the exact same thing that they're doing on OnlyFans and be fine. Mm-hmm. But then, the people who are like actually having sex and make up a lot of the content on OnlyFans that it's known for and what a lot of people want, just get fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, and now they're getting fucked. I know I saw someone post like, hey guys, it's fine. I reached out to OnlyFans creator support and they told me to not listen to the rumors and that they'd let us know if something happened. And it's like, dude, that shit doesn't mean anything. It's over. You're grasping at straws.
Yeah, apparently this is all happening in the midst of a BBC investigation that would have revealed that OnlyFans was not responsibly moderating or screening the content on its platform.
So it's the same thing as Pornhub, a while back. Yeah.
You can't.
No.
It's literally the answer. You physically can't. They're gonna try, but these platforms are too fucking big. Yeah, you literally can't do it. It's impossible. People, what's it called? They banned the video of the New Zealand massacre, the mosque massacre on Facebook, and people do tests on that, and that's using AI to look at a specific video, and it only caught it 70% of the time. 30% of the time the video just went right through and was able to be posted. So you just can't. You physically can't do it.
They would literally have to hire people to just hundreds of thousands of people to watch every single video, and that sounds
every single account.
That sounds awful, honestly.
Yeah. You would need to have one person responsible for 50 accounts probably to properly moderate it, and how many users are there
right
in OnlyFans? You just physically can't do it. It's the reality that we live in.
So I saw another thing where, on top of what Lucas was saying, where OnlyFans is doing this because they can't monitor their content good enough and they're really worried about getting shut down over I assume child porn stuff. That actually the main reason was because OnlyFans is basically a startup. And
they're doing an IPO.
They can't raise any more investor money from higher end legitimate sources like banks and actual big capital people, because those people have policies that they can't invest in anything involving sex. No sex work, no porn, nothing like that. And so they're kind of locked into the amount of money they have right now, and they had to put those policies in place in order to make more money. But also, you're destroying your product.
Right.
It's the nuclear option. Yeah. You're literally nuking everything rather than, stay where you are.
It's just Now they're going to be worse Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, what was that? Was it fuck, what was the Visco? They're going to be Visco, baby.
Yeah, remember Visco?
No.
Yeah, OnlyFans is going to become Visco.
What the fuck was Visco?
Shit.
Visco?
Visco was where hot Instagram girls went to be slightly more lewd.
But not like significantly.
No, yeah, no, I'm not. Slightly's doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence.
Also, like, there was also like a weird like culture in Visco where everything was also like wackier and more colorful, and it was super cringy.
It's its own platform for sure. It's a remarkable
But
hypergeneralization.
the UI was Instagram. Like, that's what it was. It was just Instagram.
So that's OnlyFans is heading the way of Visco. Oh god, a horror that only the most twisted mind could imagine.
And then I guess
My favorite thing. Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
My favorite thing is that it's starting October 1st. So like, are people gonna like go out with a bang? Literally, like this next month is just gonna be some
insane shit,
some fucked up shit. Like everyone just goes hard to celebrate the fact that this is the end days.
I mean, it's my understanding that a lot of creators on OnlyFans are offering considerable discounts to their content right now, just to make any amount of money before this ship sinks. Yeah,
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a going out of business sale.
pretty much.
Everything must go. Sale.
But then, the one other piece of relevant information to this. I can think of two. First one. Credit card companies also a factor in this. The big ones, MasterCard, Visa, won't support your platform if the majority of your income is coming from porn, which OnlyFans definitely was, and probably got to a place where they couldn't keep saying it wasn't anymore. And then the folks who are jumping ship, it's my understanding that the main three platforms they're going to right now are Just for Fans, original name, Fansly, and then ManyVids. Fansly, yeah.
I haven't
Is it
heard
fans.
of any of these
.ly,
places.
like Bitly?
No, one word.
No. Fansly is the name of the company. Fansly.com?
Fansly.com.
Oh.
Jesus.
They have a .ly. That's like a popular domain registration. The fuck? Anyway.
Yeah.
In the Verge article that you linked, it says it wouldn't be wholly surprising if OnlyFans' sudden pivot to safe to work imagery. That's not what they're pivoting to. Yeah. Where do you work, Verge?
Yeah. Okay, first off,
look.
nudity will still be a thing on OnlyFans.
Even if it wasn't,
but
yeah.
Where do you work, man? That you can just look at shit like that,
like
at your job.
My favorite thing is, and full disclosure, I have been known to occasionally watch pornography. I know I'm going to hell
On occasion.
but like my favorite thing is that like on porn sites there is a safe for work section. It's like, you understand.
Wait, what?
Yeah, on Pornhub there is a category called safe for work, videos that are tagged as safe for work, and they are like, they're just people in like swimsuits doing shit, but you still have to go. I mean, yeah, first off, that's still not okay to like view at work. But you still have to go onto Pornhub.com
There's
to
no
access
filter.
that shit.
You're gonna have to go through the forest of remarkable pornographic content to get to the quote unquote safe
Exactly.
for work
Like
stuff.
you're going to have to type into your work browser Pornhub.com.
Are they assuming that you type in Pornhub.com on your phone in your car before you start walking to work, go to the safe for work part, then go to your office, sit down in your desk, and start browsing the safe for work section? Is it like when the jokes of like, I don't know, 11 men get ruined by like some strong boys or something, and it's like the Falcons 28-3 like blowing the lead or something, you know, like the weird titles that are,
or the people that put Avengers Endgame on Pornhub.
I
think there's a subreddit for like misleading baseball porn titles. It's just like, I don't know, Giancarlo whips out his massive dong and like slams one home, and yeah, it's just like a
Baseball.
giant, like a home run.
Yeah. I did see one after the World Cup a couple years back where it was just Brazilians get fucked super hard by like a bunch of strong German people. Yeah.
Right.
So I just did a search. This isn't a tag, but right now, one of the top videos, Stepsis reads you fairy tales to cheer you up. Some podcasts that look
Why
like
stepsis? Why?
they're playing the algorithm, Ryan.
Why? It's safe for work. This could be legitimately wholesome. You made it not.
Holy shit.
That is so deep into the meta. We are so fucked.
Yeah.
I used to be on that side of like, look, it's like
No.
very casual kink content
No.
that applies to only a few people and everyone else can ignore it. I think I'm past it now where I'm like, what the fuck?
No
This
fucking
is-
way. That
this
shit has
could have
always
been wholesome.
It's always been bad, man.
Bad, but like I've always been on the side of like I can see why it's promoted so heavily is because it's very casual, easy to add, kinky content that everyone can ignore because they just say it for 3 seconds and then they move on to the part that people are watching. Like,
Guys, when everything step-sibling porn, nothing is.
yeah, exactly. Fucking Syndrome is in it.
But
That's fucked. I hate that so much.
then also it looks like a couple of podcasts that interview pornographic performers, and then one that I'm going to shout out as already wrecking what this is supposed to be. Barely safe for work, humping my leg, intense makeout, and I can't read the rest. I can't read the rest with even the hard R that we have as this podcast's rating.
Oh, okay.
I
thought, when you said hard R, I was like, whoa.
No.
They get into
like,
race play and not
No.
safe for, in the safe for work section. That's not safe for work. I'm surprised. So you talk about like major credit cards won't work with like Pornhub and shit?
Oh,
No,
no.
they do not.
No. Now they do, because do you remember when there was that thing a couple months ago where like Pornhub just went down?
I don't, Andrew, but it sounds like you're familiar.
Well, no, it was like all over Twitter. We're like,
No,
just
I remember,
apparent.
yeah.
No, I read it.
No,
I
that's
read
not-
it in the newspaper.
No, it was down. There was a whole content purge. It was it
Yeah,
was a
like
big moment, yeah.
apparently everything was gone, and
yeah, I
then they
remember
just
that.
like
they got rid of all
steadily.
user submitted
Yeah.
stuff.
It was like only verified content was allowed, and then
Right.
since then, the credit cards have allowed them to continue going.
But that wasn't because it was porn. That was because there was
Yeah,
literal child porn.
yeah, no, exactly.
Like, oh, okay.
So
Lucas, are you trying to sign up for Pornhub Premium right now?
Lucas is trying to sign up for a Just for Fans right now.
Well, just for fans, there's no way, right, that they'll link to a credit card.
use.
Why are we
it's
doing
safe,
this on the
free
podcast?
Global access, meaning
Hell
you
yeah.
can
No,
withdraw
this
from
is
your local
important.
like online in-store purchases wherever debit and credit cards are accept. Okay, so it looks like you cannot add like your Visa or MasterCard directly to a Pornhub account, but you can go through a payment provider called Cosmo Payment, add your credit card there, and then that's enough of a step in the middle that Visa and MasterCard
Their hands are
like,
clean.
Yeah.
My fucking
We've
God.
laundered this dirty porn money. Cosmo's giving us
This
the money.
is
Into-
so
yeah.
fucked up.
No.
Hands are clean, baby.
God, can
A good day's work.
you guys believe they allow pornography in this country? What a shame.
Yeah. My name's Tucker Carlson. The Taliban has some good ideas.
Yeah. Fucked up. All right, that's all we have for news. Any memes this week?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I do have to do a better job of just noting when I see memes.
Yeah, I'm terrible at that. Well, I feel like I don't see a whole lot of memes that like really carry through anymore. It's just
it's more just trends.
Yeah, I just see shit posts now, honestly.
Have you seen all the stuff on Twitter with the crates?
No.
Milk crates?
Oh, I did see
shit,
one image,
dude.
but it was out of context. I had no idea what it was.
Fucking people are really climbing milk crates and just eating shit every single time.
What?
It's impossible to climb a stack of milk crates. Did you know this?
Holy shit.
I know this because I've seen a lot of videos of people absolutely eating shit trying to climb a stack of milk
This sounds
crates.
kind of awesome.
It's not. It's really sad. I don't know why people are doing it. It's focused on like Black Twitter, and it's just like And every time people are like in the replies, just like, y'all are acting like healthcare's free. Like we live in a fucked up world. You are getting injured every time you do this. Like, best case scenario, you wipe out on like the third row where there's only 3. Like, most people are getting towards the top before it all falls apart. Like,
I assume
it's fucked, man.
I assume this is happening in like driveways and warehouses and shit. That is hard, unforgiving payment.
I don't know how they're getting the milk crates. A lot of times it's in people's yards. Where are they getting so many milk crates? It's literally like dozens. Like, it's the top stack will be like 8 or 9 milk crates high, and it's in a pyramid. So that's what, like at least 50 milk crates. I don't know if I've seen a milk crate since I got out of elementary school. Like, where the fuck is this coming from?
It's kind of impressive, honestly, that the concept of a milk crate has endured for so long without really being iterated upon.
Yeah. Newsweek, what is the milk crate challenge? Videos go viral of people testing their balance. It's not about balance. I think it's physiology. I think the milk crates are too unsteady, and our center of gravity is too high, and it just is impossible. So, yeah. No idea. That's my trend. I guess I am watching a dude succeed, but he is going really slow. Oh, he's rolling a blunt at the top.
Hey.
It's like, why is he going so slow? That seems cheating. It's because he's rolling up as he as he climbs.
Okay.
He's showing off. But most people I see try to do it pretty quick, like Wipeout style, and
No.
Yeah, it doesn't go well.
So I think we need to take a brief intermission and switch over to the other podcast or other call.
Oh, wait, shit. Now I have to link it to this chat, actually.
I already clicked on it, so I got it.
Uh-oh. I accidentally denied Lucas. I was trying to submit my link. Add people. God, what must you be thinking right now? Yeah, that guy got off pretty smooth.
Oh.
I was submitting my link to the milk crate challenge, and as I hit enter, your thing popped up, which automatically denied you.
I was about to say, listeners at home, you're not going to get the full picture, but I've been slighted.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got kicked out.
I'm like,
okay.
Picture.
I really thought it was going to be like higher stacks of milk crates than this. I imagine like a tower that people were like climbing up like a ladder.
No, you're not climbing. That's so much worse. So this Newsweek article does not have the crazy wipeouts. The one that shows the fail, he gets off pretty easy. He's able to like jump clear. Most of the time it ends in them like hitting their backs like on a crate. Like just getting fucking mauled, man. It's brutal.
Oh.
So, yeah, there you go.
And here we go into the breakouts. Can I go off about Resident Evil 8 for a minute, or do we want to save that for a little while?
Go off, Queen. Sound off, bitch.
So I'm not sure what I've said on mic or what I've said off mic, but I have now beaten Lady D, the Beneviento, I forget her first name, and then Resident Evil 8's local ugly bastard, Moreau. I felt bad murdering this guy.
I also felt bad about Moreau.
Right?
Because he was just like... They just kind of were really mean to him, and he's like, I'm a stupid, dumb person who's got it really bad.
He fucking...
Heisenberg can control metal.
Right.
This lady is a dead person that got to come back as a ghost. That one's just 8 feet tall and is a vampire. I am a fish person.
I'm a fucking hunchback. Yeah, although I will say it was pretty fucking great when Ethan just walks up, steals, like, I forget what he had, like Rose's arms or something in a flask. And he's like, what are you doing? Please don't take that. And Ethan's like, no, I'm taking this and I'm getting my daughter back. And there's nothing you can do about it, you pathetic, disgusting freak. And Moreau's response was just, you don't have to be cruel.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, why you gotta be mean like that? Damn.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am... God, this is such good, like, pseudo open world game design where I get back to the hub world and then I'm just immediately enthused to run around and see what new stuff I can unlock and check out, that I have 1 or 2 more items that allow for increased exploration. And even if the payoff is usually only just more items that I can sell to upgrade my weapons and stuff, it's still great. It's still a fun time.
Yeah, like I remember when Jade and I were playing it, we'd like find something on our journey. We're like, oh shit, that's the thing. Now we can go back to that house that we were at 7 hours ago and finally unlock that thing. And oh, lo and behold, it's just a key to get somewhere else. But that's still cool. That's fun. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get like a cool fuck-ass weapon. And
yeah. The revolver, the Magnum revolver, just called the Wolfsbane, is definitely
that
a
you'll
fuck-ass.
never get ammo for. You can't buy it. You can't build it. You will never get ammo for that thing, but it is really cool.
I did have a moment, though, where I realized just how fundamentally different a game this is than Resident Evil 7. When I unequipped the knife as one of my shortcuts, I just don't need that.
Nope.
I don't need that. Like,
you don't need it, and like when you click interact with things that, like, you know, to break boxes or cut open a door or something like that, it just does the knife thing anyway, even if you don't have it hot equipped. So yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm rolling around with a pistol most of the time, and maybe only once got in a dangerous ammo situation, but that was the first fucking... What are we going to call those guys with axes? Golems? They're kind of golems, right?
Yeah, I forget what their actual name is. It is like golem or troll or something like that.
Yeah. The first one of those I fought was... Oh my god, I was under-leveled for that, but
yeah,
I used up most of my ammo. Second one in the factory, no problem. Threw down a couple mines, easy peasy. Yeah. Having fun. Right outside Heisenberg's door, and Ryan, I don't exactly know how to describe this in a way you'll understand it, but this is a fun character who has a noticeable accent, but it's an accent that doesn't actually exist.
It sounds completely made up. It's fun. Like, I feel like I can't do an impression of it, but I feel like it's very distinct where like someone could learn to do it pretty easily. Doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard.
The best description I've been able to come up with is, what if Nicolas Cage was European?
In my head, it sounds like someone from Alabama who's lived in Alabama for 30 years, but then has spent the last 5 years in England.
It's like, what if a cowboy was on Downton Abbey? Like, yeah. It's weird, but it also goes a long way in, like, fucking, yeah, you're in a crazy place right now. Weird shit is normal. Yeah, but we'll hopefully finish up Resident Evil 8 in the next couple of days, and then talk about it here. I'm enjoying it so far. But, Ryan, what's something you've checked out that we aren't going to cover mostly in the group chat?
I watched Q Into the Storm, which we talked about on the quarantine cast. So that was interesting. That was worth a watch. It's fascinating. Mm-hmm. Played more Madden. Me and Andrew about to enter our 10th ever playoffs in our dynasty, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's fun.
New Madden's got to be coming out pretty soon. Are you guys making the jump?
It's out. It came out while me and Andrew were playing the multiplayer game. Well, you were playing Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I don't have any desire to.
I'm not gonna get it. And by all accounts, I know that people say this every single year of like it's the same game. EA keeps doing this with Madden and all their other sports games. It's just the same fucking game. They haven't fixed any of their shit. Like, everything that was wrong with the game last year is still wrong with the game. They haven't added anything, like, new or fun. But it was, like, overly apparent this year where people were like, fuck, man. Like, they added home team advantage, which sounds just like total bullshit. Yeah. Which is like, they're weird random buffs. Like, the only new thing in the game is like, oh man, if you're playing in the Viking Stadium, they have the special skull ability, which sometimes when you're on offense, your receiver will run the wrong route. Like, that's it. Shit like that.
Cool.
I mean, we're so deep into our franchise at this point that most of the players aren't real.
Yeah.
Like, most of the players are completely randomly generated. Like, on mine and Andrew's team, we each have, probably like 6 or so players that are like we're not going to get rid of this person. They're very crucial to what we do. Probably only half of them are real. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I have 9 actual players that I consider, like, really don't want to get rid of, and only 3 of those are real. So
I think the only players on my team that are real are Jordan Love, Kenny Clark, and Jair Alexander. And, like, I think Kenny Clark is retiring after this year. Kenny Clark is, like...
He's going to do the Bakhtiari thing.
I haven't gotten that yet, but I think he's, like, 35 years old.
Yeah, and in real life, Kenny Clark is, like, entering his prime. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's fun. I imagine we'll just, run the course with this dynasty, like, where we kind of finish all of our, superstars that have been with us for a while's careers. Mm-hmm. And then, maybe even start a random fantasy draft, like Crazy League or some shit. Who knows?
Because when you do that, there's really not a point. Like, who cares if...
Updated rosters are irrelevant.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter.
So...
Fair enough. Andrew, what are you checking out?
Nothing. It looked like Ryan was going to say something.
Oh.
No, fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, that's cringe. I don't know.
Wow.
No. It's
from
the video. Oh. Fair enough.
From a video, from the That's Cringe series.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which one was that? I don't know. It was the one where the couple really liked each other and they made a really creepy,
it was just like, we met
video.
at Whole Foods. You were buying celery.
Andrew, you showed me this video. No, why would you make these neurons fire off? Why would you make me endure this again?
Lucas fucking hated it. He hated every single that.
Yeah, it's cringe.
He hated every single That's Cringe that I showed him. He didn't think they were funny.
Oh. Damn.
I think unless I'm confusing these memories, I think immediately after you showed me these videos, I was also shown some Trisha Paytas videos.
Yeah, then it was Jade's turn to show you some
The
videos.
latter might have been more preferable, because at least then it was like, this might be a bit, you know? This might be somebody performing and not people who are allowed to vote for some reason being genuine. Fuck. Alright, I gotta move on to the group chat. So we can talk about the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, and if Andrew's down to get some spoilers.
Can you avoid, like, what you would consider major spoilers?
Andrew, you gotta show up for this movie for your boy Pete Davidson.
So he dies in, like, the first 5 minutes?
Andrew, you gotta show up for this movie for your boy Idris Elba.
I don't know if we can talk about this movie.
Your boy Harley Quinn.
You didn't remember her, the actress that played her, Margot
Robbie.
Robbie.
Your boy Weasel.
Fucking Weasel.
Isn't that James Gunn's brother?
No.
Oh, no.
Wait, is his name Weasel in Guardians of the Galaxy?
No. Like, I'm saying, isn't, like, the guy who did the mocap for Weasel, isn't that James Gunn's brother? Because that one guy in Guardians of the Galaxy is his brother.
Oh, okay. That wouldn't shock
Maybe.
me.
I don't know how a human would do the mocap for Weasel.
Sean Gunn.
Vaguely human shape, yeah.
Sean Gunn.
Well, it's mocap. I'm talking about the mannerisms. That's a disturbed person.
That I question the... Okay, so, like, actually, with how that works out, I kind of see what was actually going on there, why Weasel and that ilk could be assigned to that part of the mission, but no, don't put that thing down. Put that living thing that's existence is clearly pain out of its misery.
8 dozens of children, apparently.
That...
Pete Davidson, that is his line, hey, yo, this thing a dog? Just like in perfect Pete Davidson delivery. Like, that's all they needed him for. Yo, this thing a dog?
You ever seen a dog that looked like... Well, I don't know all the breeds, like...
Afghan Greyhound, man.
It was good.
Milton, the real MVP, Milton.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think it's a major spoiler. Would it ruin the... Like, that's one of my favorite parts of the movie. See, this is fucking brutal, man. I don't know if we can talk about that.
I don't think you can spoil this movie, though. So much of it is the execution.
I know, but, like, it's gonna ruin the part of the enjoyability of the movie. In that, like, you're giving away parts of it that, like, make it fun.
So, like... Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking of the first major fight sequence in the camp in the jungle. Like, you can't even talk about what made that so awesome because it's gonna give away part of what made it so awesome.
I did see a clip where, like, a dude makes his arms come off.
That's the first scene.
Okay.
TDK!
Yeah, TDK. Who's played by a famous actor.
Yeah.
Was it Ed Norton or some weird shit?
I don't think it was Ed Norton. That guy was too buff to be Ed Norton. Sorry, Ed Norton. But no, a lot...
Oh, it was Nathan Fillion. That's who it was.
Yep.
Holy shit, it was Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Yeah. The detachable kid. His fucking arms just...
A lot of people took times out of their weekend to contribute to this movie.
Fucking James Gunn he's good, man. He's really fucking good.
I am starting to realize, though, that James Gunn might be better in execution than in concept, though. Because, oh god, was the... kind of a similar movie to this, where it's playing with a superhero genre, his Brightburn from a while ago. that was like, what if Superman was evil and a boy? And like that wasn't good. But this is the Suicide Squad is definitely like, okay, this is having fun with superhero tropes and just kind of making it a battle royale a little bit, like that style of, yeah, we got the squad. Ooh, no, the squad not doing great. Let's move on to a different squad.
I mean, it's just the comedy, right? Like
Yeah.
it's fucking amazing. That's the difference. Is it genuinely funny? Is it Captain America going like, that's America's ass or some shit? Or is it like, no, this is a well-crafted joke with a punchline. Like that shit's that separates it, you know? Like that's fucking hilarious. The intro to Peacemaker. So Waller gives the intro to Bloodsport and it's just like, his dad was a deranged psycho who trained him every minute to be the perfect contract killer by like using brutal methods and everything like that. And then she's introducing Bloodsport to Peacemaker and says, his dad was a deranged psycho who spent everything like, the exact same. And it was like 10 seconds after she said, like, we needed each of you for your individual skill sets. And then she just has the exact same skill set on the same fucking team. That's amazing.
This is in the trailers, but it really is just fucking peak when you have John Cena playing a character named Peacemaker saying, I love peace. I'll kill every man, woman, and child I need to in order to defend it.
Yeah.
And like, yep. That, hey.
John Cena being the embodiment of actual, like, conservatism, of, like, just preserve the status quo at all costs, is, like,
Goal.
chef's kiss. It is too fucking good. Like, he literally wants peace, as in, I want things to stay exactly how they are. And at all costs, I will kill as many people as I need to make things stay the way they are.
Goddamn.
Shout outs to Polka Dot Man, who, it's kind of a tired trope where it's like, the one member of this gritty team is like a suicidal guy and he's all fucked up. And like, yes, Polka Dot Man is suicidal and fucked up, but
no one can blame him.
No one can blame him.
If anyone, once you've heard about his backstory, you're like, yeah, you should probably kill yourself, man. Like, that's fucking rough, dude. I don't blame you at all if you did it.
And he's not like a badass or like gritty.
No, he's so bad.
Just like an actual dude who like maybe go to therapy, but also like that.
He's a blurst human being. Like, he's literally just, the universe decided fuck you in particular.
Yeah.
But he's just a man who the universe decided fuck you in particular. That's amazing. I found myself saying Jesus Christ way more than I have, I think, in any movie ever. And it was involuntary. Yeah. Like, it was just Jesus Christ every single time. Oh my god. And Taika Waititi, like,
showing
fucking
up.
A tearjerker cameo out of fucking nowhere, straight out of left field. Like, god damn, man, that got to me. So yeah, no, fucking good movie.
Yeah,
like, objectively fun, knows exactly what it is, and executes it near perfection. Is it trying to be the best movie ever? No. So like, that kind of hampers how good it can actually be. But, like, it's rare that you see a movie executed so well on knowing just, look, we're not trying to win an Oscar. We're trying to make you have fun for 2 hours. And I think they nailed it.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be tough to see James Gunn go back down to a PG-13 for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or whatever.
I mean, maybe he comes back and does fucking more shit in this universe.
The Suicide Squad 2.
Wait, is James Gunn coming back for Guardians of the Galaxy 3? I thought he was like banned.
No, the whole cast signed the petition and everything. Blah, 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 blah. He's back.
Yeah. Yeah. So Andrew definitely see that movie, so then we can geek out about it, all three of us, without having to tiptoe around. Dude, there's so much weird shit.
All right.
Yeah.
I will do my best.
I think that's all we have to converge on, right? No Rick and Morty. What We Do in the Shadows not coming back until the 2nd. So, yeah.
It's next week, right? Is the Rick and Morty hour-long finale or whatever?
I didn't think it was until September.
Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks.
Oh, really? I thought it was August 29th.
I thought it was like September 7th or something. That wouldn't be the right day.
Premiere on September 5th.
5th, okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we got a while longer.
Might be in Colorado. So, might not be able to watch that with y'all.
You'll be able to watch it an hour before me. That's how that works. Right?
Yeah. Totally, man.
Ryan just calls into the podcast. I've seen the future. It's bad.
Turn it around. Turn it around. Like when did you guys ever have the thing where like the TV in your parents' bedroom would be slightly ahead of the TV in the living room and they could like spoil shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
I know someone's dad apparently just pretended that they were really good at Jeopardy because they'd watch Jeopardy and their dad would come out with the answer. Just be yelling the answer, but like it was because you already seen it.
Okay, that's a great way to fuck with your kids. I'm on board. All right. I think it's safe to say we have done a fantastic job hosting episode 153 of the Voluntary Viewing podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, etc. Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, where we have some brand spanking new highlight clips. Also be sure to... What else should they be sure to do? Check us out on Patreon. A couple of great tiers can help support us financially, and join the likes of the terrific Tiffany Cole, Sucky Badger, and sensual Richard Nixon. Alternatively, you can give us money directly through the Anchor podcast platform. Send us your questions and business opportunities, voluntaryviewing@gmail.com. ActBlue link in the description if you want to help a collection of great progressive causes. And follow me at Lucas DeRuyter on Twitter if you want to keep up with all of my writing. I'm staring down another week, everyone. You got this, though, and if you're thinking you don't, good luck with it.